So this is a video in Burgatski, nay, English. Hi everybody. So I've been over a week, and it feels like I've done nothing. The reason for that is that we had a delivery which was supposed to be here a few days ago. They haven't turned up. They've contacted me. It's a week delay. So if I want to order from them again, I'm going to be ordering a week early, so that I can actually get it on site, so I can actually do something, because it's been an absolute pain. If you've been following, recently they've had snow, up to 50 centimetres of snow on the west side of the country, floods on the east side of the country. Here it's been raining for 2.5 days non-stop. We haven't had that much of a problem. Well, I haven't seen any problems with the water when I've been out and about. We did get a problem in the room. I'm in the kitchen room here. You probably noticed this one. So we had a puddle forming down here on the floor, just at the end of those boards. I looked up, no sign of a drip. But when I did arrive, I looked at this and I thought, you look a little bit different than last time. So I went up into the loft and found that the loft, the chimney was literally pouring water through. Now it probably wouldn't have stood out so much where it's been light rain, but because it's been quite relatively heavy rain and persistent, it's actually started coming through. So I went up there. There will be, in the normal series, a video showing where and what was actually wrong with it, but the flashing was wrong on there. And what was happening is the water was pouring down one roof and going through and round the back of it, which was pouring water inside. That's been fixed now. That's why I've got the scars. I didn't fall through the roof, so to speak. I kind of did my hand, I put my hand down, so I was sitting on the roof. I'd taken off a lot of the tiles, and as I went to get up, I stood on a batten, and the batten gave way. It was only attached on one side, so down I went. That hurt a little bit and put a bit of a delay on the day, because I had to sellotape myself back together again. I got a first aid kit. One of the things I brought with me was, I'll call it the essentials for being in Bulgaria, a first aid kit. Here we got sutures and all sorts in there. Taking my glasses off because it's a bit sunny today. First day, it's been nice, sunny and warm. Getting through my my tiny doorway. So what have we been doing? So apart from doing the roof, and the more I look at it, the more it annoys me. It's not done properly. The tiles are not straight, they're not lapped properly, the flashings are not done properly. There's a lot wrong, and it really needs to come off and be done again. Matthew was supposed to be coming over, and we were going to strip down the summer kitchen roof and redo the summer kitchen roof and take off the tiles on this section of roof on the barn, just to lighten the load, because it's actually, can you actually see that? So let me see what you can see. So basically the roof is going this way and falling towards the house, whereas this is rotten out, so it's not actually supporting it, so it's actually dropped the roof down. I don't know if you can actually see, because it's down quite a bit, and the little timbers, you can't see, the little timbers are actually sat on the edge of the roof, and the weight of the barn roof and the tiles is pushing down onto the house roof, which is something we definitely don't want. So the wire mesh thing post, these metal posts and chain link fence was all round here, and when we looked back in the cast rod, we could see that it looked like there was hard standing out here, and it appears from where I've been scraping away this morning with the rake that there was actually hard standing here. So I'm hoping to clear this off today, garden wise, because a lot of people say, oh, you must when you leave it for a while it grows. The thing is though, they haven't had much water here, so things haven't grown. This here is next to our sink, So I think the sink water has kind of let this grow here. This I think is a drain for the courtyard, and it goes through the wall, which would explain this growth. And this one here, this is the window for the bathroom, and obviously where I was here having showers, the water's come through and it's kind of done this. Obviously it's right next to the well, but the garden, as you can see, kind of remains the same. So I've got the elderberry that you can see next to the service building's got to come down. Where that big tree is, there's another tree that's been felled, and I want to cut that up, so I got firewood. It's supposed to be really cold tonight, and the Pechka I've had to drag up from the summer kitchen bedroom so that I've got heat in the house. But was a rather large tree stump here which has fell victim to a chainsaw massacre as I've needed the firewood. There was some bits of firewood around, but it doesn't last that long, that type of wood. So effectively all I'm doing is clearing all of this today, but so I can get on to do the electrics. But the only thing I've done with the electrics is put a hole in the wall and put a junction box in there, because that doesn't have any electrics in it. I've cut out some of the electrics, most of the electrics actually, out of the summer kitchen. I've still got more to find in there, because there's cables running around the place and I haven't got a clue what they're for, where they go, where they're from. So that's a bit of an issue, but they're technically shorted out. But the way this place was wired is a joke. So they were linked in, there was a loop of power wires going round in a kind of circle, but they were literally back-fed, so what we call suicide cables, through an extension cable to actually make the power. It was actually in the basement, linked up through the building, and part of it was still on a 2.5, but where it was joined, I still haven't actually found where the secondary power cables go. So if you remember on here, so I've put in the 6 amp, and the 65 amp is on another cable. So that's one cable, that little tiny wire there's the other cable. So the little cable is the one that goes around the house, and the other one goes up into all of this here, and I can't see it being a 65 amp and a thick cable to do this hall light and the outside light. I can't see that at all happening. So there should be some sort of cable that goes from here down into the summer kitchen, and the only thing that you can see is the cable inlet pipes which are on that wall. You see it? So yeah, so it's a bit mystery. So yeah, so everything's been put back by a week because of the delivery. Not much has got done. I mean, I have been up and I fixed, I think 5 tiles or so were broken when I went back up on the roof. So we've had, it's only been just over 2 months, July, August, September, October. Yeah, we're going into, just over 2 months, and yet we've got broken tiles, and some of them look like they've been broken for ages. It's not something that I would have definitely not missed them, but yeah, so tiles just break here sporadically for no reason in short periods of time. I know that quite a lot of them are quite worn, but one of the things we'll need to be doing is going through, getting a load more tiles in, and getting them all ready and done. Everything needs to be done, and there's no time to do it. Fortunately, I'm here only for just over 2 weeks to prep the house, and most of that time's been sat round because it's pouring down with rain, which is a bit unusual. It was nice and dry the other year when I came over, but yeah, winters came definitely a little bit sooner than usual to Bulgaria and winter weather. So going to be a bit of a challenge to get things done and up to speed. It will catch back up. It might mean long hours, but the problem is though is that the sun's gone by 7 o'clock. So nice lighting effect here, the sun bouncing off, but it's absolutely gorgeous today. This is the bedroom window view. So let me try and share this with you. So there we go. That's the view out of the bedroom window. There's a nice one out of the door as well though. It's pretty much exactly the same because it's only a couple of metres away. But yeah, so today's nice and sunny. The wind's a little bit cold still. I thought it might have warmed up a bit by now, but it hasn't. So there's your Sunday video. It's a little bit longer. No music. But if you do want to go into the comments and the posts, you can turn around and say, well, ask questions and things like that. I'm here just over a week now. We'll see what happens and what we can get done. I mean, I have got videos of me up doing some of the roofing. These will all get edited for series 2 when we get back in, but there's not a great deal of videos unfortunately, because I haven't been able to do anything. I've really been stuck. So cheerio. If you like, subscribe or whatever you want to do, and your comments down below. Thank you. Bye.